Have you ever found yourself holding a book just a little farther away, hoping the words would come into focus? Or maybe you've stepped outside at sunset, only to realize the colors don't look quite as vivid as they used to. If you're over 60, you're not alone, and it's not your imagination. As we age, our vision slowly fades, like a window gathering dust. Reading becomes harder. Driving at night feels unsafe. Even recognizing a loved one's face across the room may take a moment longer. It's not just frustrating, it's scary. Most of us were told that carrots are the best food for our eyes. But what if I told you there's a natural food that's 20 times more powerful, and it's been quietly nourishing the eyes of Japanese elders for generations? Today, we'll explore this forgotten treasure. It's not a pill, not a supplement, just real food, eaten in a simple, beautiful way. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from, and what time is it for you right now? Please let me know in the comments below. I truly look forward to reading them. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss what's coming next. What's really happening to your eyes after 60? Your vision doesn't fade overnight. It's more like a quiet visitor, slowly turning down the brightness of your world. In your 60s and beyond, you might notice that small print feels smaller. Street signs are harder to read. Your eyes feel tired, dry, or itchy, even when you haven't been staring at a screen. These aren't just annoyances, they're signals. As we grow older, the eyes undergo natural changes. The lens inside the eye becomes less flexible, making it harder to focus on close objects, a condition known as presbyopia. The retina, especially the part called the macula that gives us sharp central vision, can begin to break down, a process called age-related macular degeneration. Tear production slows, leading to dry eyes that feel gritty or sore. Blue light from screens and harsh lighting can worsen fatigue and reduce contrast, making everything look duller. Imagine your eye as a camera. Over time, the lens gets cloudy, the sensors weaken, and even the colors start to fade. For many older adults, this change can be emotional. Let's take Mrs. Helen, a 75-year-old from Texas. She used to love driving to the farmer's market every Saturday. But now, with glare and blurry vision, she's given up driving altogether. It wasn't just about eyesight, it was her independence. It's in moments like that, quiet, unnoticed by others, that vision loss feels heavy. But here's the truth. While we can't stop aging, we can protect and even support our eye health by giving our body what it truly needs. And that's where food makes all the difference. In Japan, elders in their 70s and 80s still walk confidently through busy streets, reading menus without glasses, painting calligraphy with fine detail. What's their secret? We'll get to that. But first, let's talk about a popular myth and why your eyes might need more than just carrots. Why carrots aren't the best answer anymore. For decades, we've been told the same thing. Eat your carrots, they're good for your eyes. And it's true, to a point. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, a type of vitamin A that helps protect the surface of the eye and improves low-light vision. But here's what most people don't know. Beta-carotene's benefits can be limited, especially as we age. As we grow older, our digestive system becomes less efficient. That means we absorb fewer nutrients, including beta-carotene. Even if you eat a bowl of carrots every day, your body may not convert it effectively into the active form of vitamin A needed for your eyes. Also, beta-carotene mostly supports the front of the eye, not the deeper structures like the retina or macula, which are more prone to age-related damage. Think of it like trying to light up a dark road with a candle. It's not enough. That's why researchers have started to look beyond carrots, toward more powerful nutrients that go deeper. In Japan, eye health isn't centered around beta-carotene at all. Instead, traditional diets focus on foods rich in lutein, zeaxanthin, and most surprisingly, astaxanthin, a red-orange pigment that's 20 times stronger than beta-carotene in fighting oxidative stress. Astaxanthin is especially potent at reaching the retina and reducing eye fatigue. It supports blood flow to the eyes and helps protect against long-term damage. And unlike beta-carotene, astaxanthin can cross the blood-retina barrier, making it far more effective in supporting vision where it matters most. Let's revisit Helen, the 75-year-old woman we met earlier. After giving up driving, she began reading about eye health and stumbled upon a Japanese article about astaxanthin. Curious, she started adding more salmon and seaweed into her diet. Months later, her eye doctor noticed improvement. Her vision hadn't reversed, but the progression had slowed, and her eyes felt less dry and strained. "I wish I'd known about this years ago," she said. "It's not that carrots are bad, they're just not enough, especially after 60. Luckily, there's something better, and the Japanese have known it all along." The Japanese secret: a natural source of astaxanthin, 20x stronger than carrots, hidden in the deep red color of wild salmon and the soft shimmer of seaweed, lies a powerful secret. Astaxanthin. It's not a supplement. It's not a superfood trend. It's part of everyday meals in Japan, especially among elders who seem to age with such grace. Astaxanthin is a natural pigment, deep red-orange in color, found in certain types of algae and in the seafood that feed on them, like Japanese salmon, sake, and shellfish. And here's the astonishing part. When it comes to fighting oxidative stress, one of the root causes of aging and eye degeneration, astaxanthin is up to 20 times more powerful than beta-carotene, and even stronger than vitamin E. Astaxanthin reaches deep into the retina, improving blood flow, reducing inflammation, and protecting the macula, the central part of the eye that allows us to read, drive, and recognize faces. In the West, we often rush to pills and procedures, but in Japan, healing often begins with a bowl of soup, a piece of fish, and a quiet meal shared with family. It's a choice made one meal at a time, and it's one that might just help you see the world a little more clearly again. Top 3 Japanese foods that keep eyes bright and strong after 60. In Japan, food isn't just about filling the stomach, it's about preserving life. Especially in old age, every bite is chosen with care, every meal a small act of health. And when it comes to keeping their eyes clear and strong well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond, Japanese elders turn to simple, time-honored ingredients. Here are 3 of their quiet superfoods and how you can bring them into your life. 1. Wild Japanese salmon, sake. In the West, salmon is often served with heavy sauces, butter, or deep-fried in oil. But in Japan, salmon is treated with simplicity and respect. Elders often eat sakeyaki, grilled salmon sprinkled with sea salt, cooked over low heat until just done. Sometimes it's simmered gently in miso broth, allowing the nutrients to remain intact. This gentle preparation is key to preserving astaxanthin, a deep red antioxidant found in wild salmon that's 20 times stronger than beta-carotene. Astaxanthin helps improve blood circulation in the retina, reduces oxidative stress, and relieves eye fatigue, especially for aging eyes. What makes wild Japanese salmon so beneficial is its cold water origin. Fish from cold waters build higher levels of omega-3s and astaxanthin to protect their own cells, and those nutrients in turn protect ours. In Japan, many elders eat salmon not as a luxury, but as a weekly staple, paired with simple rice, pickled vegetables, and tea. How to start? You don't need to visit Hokkaido. Simply look for wild-caught salmon at your local store. Bake or sear it lightly with olive oil and a pinch of salt. Keep it simple. 2 servings a week can make a real difference to your vision. 2. Nori, dried seaweed. It may look thin and fragile, but nori, the dried seaweed used in sushi rolls, is a nutritional powerhouse. Nori contains lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 key nutrients that filter harmful blue light and protect the retina. As we age, these compounds become more essential, but our bodies don't produce them naturally. We must get them from food. Besides that, nori is also rich in iodine, vitamin A, and vitamin C, which support both thyroid and immune function, factors that can also affect eye health indirectly. In Japan, nori is everywhere. It's wrapped around rice balls, onigiri, sprinkled over miso soup, cut into strips for noodles, or simply eaten as a snack. In many older Japanese households, nori is lightly toasted over an open flame to bring out its flavor and then eaten with a hot bowl of rice and hojicha tea. How to start? You can buy roasted nori at most supermarkets or Asian grocery stores. Look for low-sodium, plain varieties. Tear it into pieces and add it to soups, scrambled eggs, rice, or salads. Even just 1 or 2 sheets a day can add protective nutrients for your eyes. 3. Pasture-raised eggs. Eggs are often misunderstood. In Japan, they are a gentle and respected part of the diet, especially for the elderly. But not just any eggs. The key lies in pasture-raised eggs from chickens that roam freely, pecking at grasses, worms, and natural feed. These eggs are significantly higher in lutein and zeaxanthin, the 2 eye-protecting nutrients we just mentioned. Why does it matter? Lutein and zeaxanthin in egg yolks are more bioavailable than in vegetables. That means your body absorbs and uses them more efficiently. For older adults with weaker digestion, this makes eggs a superior source of nourishment for the eyes. In Japanese cuisine, eggs are not drowned in butter or fried. They are often soft-boiled, sliced gently over rice, or served in clear soups. In onsen tamago, a classic preparation, eggs are cooked slowly at low temperatures, making the yolk creamy and easy to digest. How to start? Choose pasture-raised or organic eggs from local farmers if possible. Try soft-boiling an egg for 6 to 7 minutes. Slice it over warm rice with a splash of low-sodium soy sauce and a sprinkle of chopped green onion. A meal like this is not only eye-healthy, it's also gentle on the stomach and warming to the soul. These 3 foods aren't expensive. They're not exotic or hard to find, but when chosen with care and eaten with mindfulness, they can become daily guardians for your eyes. Shokuiku, the Japanese philosophy that lets your eyes rest while you eat. In a small home in Kyoto, the evening meal is served. There's no television playing, no rush, just the soft clink of chopsticks, the aroma of warm miso soup, and the quiet joy of eating together. This is shokuiku, a word that means food education in Japanese, but it's so much more. It's a way of eating that's mindful, slow, and deeply connected to the body. It teaches not just what to eat, but how, when, and why. Unlike the Western habit of multitasking meals, eating while scrolling, watching news, or rushing out the door, shokuiku invites stillness. Meals are eaten without distraction. People chew slowly, appreciate color and texture, and stop eating when satisfied, not stuffed. So what does this have to do with your eyes? Everything. When you eat slowly and with attention, your digestion improves. And better digestion means your body can absorb more nutrients like lutein, astaxanthin, and omega-3s that directly support eye health. Fast eating or distracted eating can limit absorption, leaving your eyes undernourished even with the right foods. At a traditional Japanese meal is a quiet celebration of balance. A small bowl of rice, a few slices of fish, steamed vegetables, pickled roots, and a warm broth. Each item adds a different color, flavor, and nutrient. Together, they form harmony. And in that harmony, the body relaxes. The eyes soften, no longer strained by blue light or stress. Even if you don't change what you eat, changing how you eat can help your eyes begin to rest and heal. So tonight, consider turning off the screen. Sit by a window, take a slow breath before your first bite. You don't have to move to Japan to embrace shokuiku. All it takes is a little stillness and a little care. 3 gentle Japanese habits to ease eye fatigue. After 60, in a quiet elder care home on the outskirts of Kyoto, the afternoon sun streams through wide wooden windows. Inside, a group of seniors sit comfortably on floor cushions, their backs straight, their hands resting gently on their laps. There's no medication, no machines, just stillness, breath, and a few simple habits that keep their eyes calm and clear. Let's explore 3 practices inspired by places like this. Gentle, free, and surprisingly powerful. 1. The 20-20 rest rule. In Japan, even school children are taught this simple rule. Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for at least 20 seconds. It might sound small, but for aging eyes, this moment of pause can prevent strain from building up. Many Japanese elders who use smartphones or sewing needles daily keep a tiny kitchen timer nearby, not to rush, but to remind them to look away, breathe, and let the eye muscles soften. Try it while watching TV or reading. Set a gentle bell. Look out the window. Let your eyes rest, just like stretching tired legs. 2. Green gaze and candle stillness. In Japanese temples and rural homes, elders often sit quietly in front of nature, a tree, a garden, or even a flickering candle. They aren't doing anything, just watching. This is a traditional form of eye meditation. Looking at greenery reduces stress hormones, slows breathing, and naturally relaxes the eye muscles. Likewise, watching the gentle flame of a candle brings focus and calm. It's not about staring, it's about soft seeing. Even 5 minutes a day, sitting near a plant or candle can offer profound relief for tired eyes. 3. 1-minute eye breathing. Kokyu. At the Elder Care Center in Kyoto, there's a simple daily ritual. Everyone sits together. They close their eyes, and for 1 full minute, they breathe deeply and slowly, just 5 or 6 breaths in total. This practice, rooted in Japanese breathing traditions known as kokyu, allows the nervous system to relax and gives the eyes complete darkness and rest. It's not meditation. It's not hard. It's just 1 quiet minute, and it works. Try it after meals or before bed. Close your eyes. Inhale slowly. Exhale gently. Let the world dim and your vision rest. The Japanese don't always have more technology or more doctors, but they've mastered something else. Simple rhythms of care that soften the wear of time. Your eyes work hard for you every day. Maybe now, it's time to give them a little rest. In the Japanese way, how a 68-year-old American transformed his eyes by eating like the Japanese. Tom was 68, living in a quiet town in Northern California. Retired life suited him, gardening, reading, playing with his granddaughter. But something was slowly stealing his peace, his eyes. They burned, they itched, they were always tired, he said. Bottles of eye drops were scattered everywhere, by the bed, in the car, in his shirt pocket. Night driving was no longer an option. Reading to his granddaughter became frustrating. Every checkup ended the same way. It's normal, Tom, just part of aging. But it didn't feel normal when he had to stop halfway through a bedtime story because his eyes gave up before he did. One evening, while scrolling through YouTube, he stumbled upon a video about Japanese longevity. In it, an elderly man sat peacefully by a window, eating grilled salmon, seaweed, and warm miso soup. No pills, no medical talk, just food and calm. What struck Tom wasn't the ingredients. It was the man's eyes, clear, present, relaxed. The video mentioned astaxanthin, a nutrient found in salmon and seaweed known to reduce dryness and support retinal health. Tom didn't know much about it, but something about that scene made him pause. He decided to try. Just for a week, he swapped heavy lunches for lighter, Japanese-inspired meals, salmon twice a week, a little seaweed with rice, miso soup instead of sandwiches. No supplements, no strict diets, just simple food, eaten slowly. 3 weeks passed, then 3 months, and one morning he realized something had changed. His eyes weren't dry. He hadn't used eye drops in days. Reading felt easier, smoother, almost like before. At his next appointment, the eye doctor leaned back in surprise. New prescription? Tom smiled. New lunch. What changed wasn't just what Tom ate, but how he absorbed the nutrients. Astaxanthin improves blood flow to the retina. Seaweed provides natural antioxidants and minerals. But more than that, Tom had slowed down. He'd stopped fighting his eyes and started feeding them. Now, he makes miso soup for his neighbors. On Sundays, his granddaughter helps him roll seaweed into rice balls. No surgery, no miracle drug, just care, one meal at a time. Tom wasn't a doctor. He was just a grandfather who wanted to see clearly again. And if he could do it, so can you. Aging doesn't mean losing who you are. It doesn't mean giving up the joy of reading, driving, painting, or looking into the eyes of someone you love. And it certainly doesn't mean your vision has to fade into shadows, helplessly, hopelessly. The Japanese elders have quietly shown us that aging can be graceful, powerful, and even joyful when supported by the right nourishment. Not pills, not surgeries, not expensive treatments, just food, real food, a warm bowl of miso soup, a few pieces of grilled salmon, a leaf of seaweed folded around rice, a cup of roasted tea sipped slowly at sunset. And behind each of these, nutrients that support your eyes, your body, and your peace of mind. You don't need to change everything overnight. Maybe today, you simply take a moment to breathe before you eat. Maybe you turn off the screen during dinner. Maybe you try seaweed for the first time. Or switch to wild salmon once a week. Small choices, repeated gently, become powerful over time. And your eyes, those precious, overworked windows to the world, might finally begin to rest. There's a quiet kind of strength in living like the Japanese. Not rushing, not pushing, just staying present, eating with intention, and letting nature do what it's always done, heal. Imagine 6 months from now. Imagine reading without strain. Imagine walking outside and seeing the colors again. Vivid, soft, alive, Imagine recognizing your grandchild's smile from across the room. No squinting required. It's possible. The path back to clearer vision isn't paved with magic. It's made of simple bowls of food, quiet habits, and gentle care. If today is the beginning of your journey, then I'm so honored to have walked the first steps with you. Please let me know in the comments, what is one small change you feel ready to try this week? And if this video brought you hope, I'd love for you to subscribe and stay with us. There is so much more healing to come. And before we go, one important note. The health information on this channel is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. If you think you may have a medical emergency, call your doctor or 911 immediately. Wherever you are in your journey, know this. You are not alone. You are not too late, and there is always one more thing you can do to see a little more clearly tomorrow.